NBA YoungBoy actually reached out to the Prince family and asked the Prince family, hey, what would it take to help that man get out of the contract? I respect it. I respect that, homie. Like, for you being a young nigga, that was some real man shit, homie. Like, for you seeing what I'm going through and what you done been through, and you seeing a nigga genuinely going through some shit, homie, for you to reach out and put your name on it, I just can't keep on saying ain't nobody supporting me, homie. Cause you did. You did. You actually reached out and tried to make that happen. So I gotta take my hat off today and I gotta give you a fly.
Nah, you sound like a I kicked out trying to hit none of that mental health, boy. Hey, you know I turned out you wrote my I ain't tell you nothing. I told you I ain't tell you boss nigga when you play with I just post your that thing gangster. Then play with my wife, man. That ain't that you fake pepping that. No man, I don't want to talk. I ain't your friend. I ain't none of that.
Houston, they cancel my show. Hey Junior. Hey Junior. Hey J Prince Jr. You don't want me to get no money, cuz. God damn. You already bamboozling me out of my contract. Damn, family. Damn. At least let these folk book me. God damn. It was Memorial Day weekend. They had Montana 700, me, and Lil Baby for the weekend. Why everybody make it except for me? How everybody perform? How everybody's show went on except for mine? Damn, that what we doing? Man, y'all gonna let that bird ass go against me like that? You turn y'all against me like that? Bird ass, ugly head ass. You talking about little shirt? You talking about ground beef, hairy chest ass, mustache? You talking about big Louis Vuitton? My money up, fool. Ground beef bird. You talking about?
You know what I mean? We've been at Las Vegas taking care of business. You know what I mean? Kicking ass and taking names. You know, I know y'all saw the little homie Shakur Stevenson the other night on ESPN, in the night with a beautiful body punch. I thought all the guts were gonna come out after their mouth, you know, but you know that's just the way it is sometimes. So we're getting ready to celebrate. You know, on the 27th, little homie having a birthday, and we're getting ready to celebrate. We're gonna have a ball. We're gonna, you know, mob ties. Y'all invited. We're gonna party. We're gonna party, man, and welcome the little homie to the city. And you know, I can't wait. But on another note, while we was gone. I got a call, you know what I mean, because the little homie YoungBoy place got broke into. People went in his place, disrespected different things, and you know, I got a call about it. And the little homies that went into this place want to make that right because they understand that, you know what I mean, YoungBoy family is okay with me. And as you can see, homie, to make a long story short, I got your keys to your Rolls Royce. I got your keys to your McLaren. You know, all that they took. And the homie, Shakur, what you got, homie?
You got your Rolls Royce umbrellas. You got your keys. You got a bunch of other shit. So get in contact with us, bro. Get your back, bro.
Hey, I don't want no friends. I don't want no new relationships. All that. Hey, I don't respect none of that, man. If you got something for me, man, they got plenty of niggas around me you could call. Man, nigga, it's plenty ways you could get in touch with me. Man, don't get on no internet and do nothing publicly. Don't do nothing dealing with no publicity, none of that. And I'm good on the keys, gangster.
A lot of people forgot that NBA YoungBoy and Finesse2tymes weren't exactly cool with each other in the past. There was a time when both of them were taking shots online and going back and forth like a lot of rappers do. That's why many fans were shocked when Finesse2tymes revealed that YoungBoy actually reached out to Jay Prince and Mob Ties in an attempt to help him get out of his contract situation. At first, a lot of people thought Finesse was making the whole thing up. The internet always questions everything, especially when it comes from somebody involved in a public dispute. But the reason the story gained traction is because Finesse didn't just mention it once. He brought it up multiple times, including during a live stream and through comments online. The message remained consistent. According to him, YoungBoy reached out behind the scenes and tried to help resolve the situation professionally. That caught many people off guard because the public only sees the beefs, the social media posts, and the diss records. What they don't always see are the conversations happening behind closed doors. In this case, it appears YoungBoy may have been trying to help another artist navigate a difficult business situation regardless of whatever issues they had in the past. The situation became even more interesting when Jay Prince Sr. finally addressed the topic. According to the message being discussed online, Jay Prince suggested that he was actually willing to reconsider the situation and potentially work toward a resolution. The key point, however, was respect. Jay Prince made it clear that respect matters above everything else. From his perspective, if someone is asking for help while continuing to take shots and create problems publicly, it becomes difficult to move forward. That statement immediately got people talking. Some fans believe it confirms that there was a real opportunity for Finesse2tymes to smooth things over with Mob Ties. Others think the relationship was already damaged beyond repair, and that the comments were simply explaining why nothing moved forward. Regardless of which side people take, the message was clear. Business can be fixed, but disrespect is harder to overlook. The biggest question now is whether Finesse hurt his own chances by continuing to speak publicly about the situation. That's what a lot of people online are debating. Some believe that once YoungBoy stepped in, the smartest move would have been to stay quiet and let the negotiations happen behind the scenes. Instead, every live stream, every interview, and every public comment kept adding more fuel to the fire. When you look at how Jay Prince has handled situations over the years, one thing stands out. He has always emphasized loyalty, respect, and handling business a certain way. Whether people agree with him or not, that's been his position for decades. So when someone continues speaking publicly while private discussions are supposedly taking place, it can create even more tension. On the other side, Finesse2tymes has never been known for staying quiet. He's built a large part of his brand on being outspoken and saying exactly what's on his mind. That's one reason why fans follow him. The problem is that what works for entertainment doesn't always work for business negotiations. Sometimes those two worlds collide, and that's when situations become complicated. What's interesting is the role YoungBoy appears to have played in all of this. Despite whatever history exists between him and Finesse, he reportedly tried to help find a solution. That says a lot because in today's rap game, it's rare to see artists put differences aside and attempt to help each other. Most of the time, people stay out of situations that don't directly involve them. Fans have been divided ever since these details surfaced. Some are praising YoungBoy for attempting to help another artist. Others are criticizing Finesse for not recognizing the opportunity that was supposedly being presented. Then there are people who believe nobody really knows what happened behind closed doors and that the public is only hearing pieces of a much larger story. One thing that can't be denied is that the entire situation has put a spotlight on the complicated relationship between artists and the business side of the music industry. Contracts, partnerships, loyalty, and personal relationships all get mixed together. What starts as a business disagreement can quickly turn personal, and once that happens, finding a resolution becomes much harder. As the story continues to unfold, everybody seems to have their own version of events. Finesse2tymes says YoungBoy reached out to help. Jay Prince says respect is the deciding factor. Fans continue debating who is right and who is wrong. The truth probably lies somewhere in the middle. What we do know is that YoungBoy's reported involvement changed how many people viewed the situation. Instead of seeing it as just another artist versus label dispute, people started looking at it as an example of someone trying to bridge the gap and make peace. Whether that effort ultimately succeeds or fails remains to be seen. For now, the conversation continues. Finesse2tymes remains vocal. Jay Prince remains firm on his principles, and YoungBoy's name keeps getting brought up as the unexpected person who may have tried to help bring both sides together. And if there's one thing we've learned from situations like this, it's that in the music business, relationships can change overnight, but respect remains one of the most valuable currencies in the game.